So you're looking for a new FP&A software. Perhaps you're going through the process. A lot of people are going through the process right now. A few hints and tips as to how you might approach that. Everyone is aware of the Gartner chart, or most people are aware of the Gartner chart. That's a good source to actually narrow down who are the major players and the leaders in the software that you're looking for. So Jedox is is a leader in the Gartner quadrant, for instance. There's also something called the BARC, B-A-R-C survey, and that's the equivalent, more of a European survey, but equally as valid. So you're likely to make a selection based on size and shape of the software compared to you and your industry, perhaps some features and so on, and they're all readily available out on the internet. And you're going to get a long list of demos. You might have between 3 and 5 demos. I suggest you don't make it too long. You can get demo fatigue very quickly. Ultimately, you're going to get down to a short list, probably of a couple of software providers that are that you're going to buy one or the other. At that point, you may well have a second look at the software, a second demo. That's not unusual. But one thing that it is worth considering asking for is a hands-on workshop. It is very easy to demonstrate software to look slick and lovely, but it's how it looks and feels when you're using it, and when you just get under the skin and understand the basic components behind it and how it might feel to operate, what's operating in the background, what are the processes that are working in the background that just might make it harder or easier to use in day-to-day life. Best way to do that is to get between a 2 and 4 hour workshop, 3 or 4 of your key people, get hands-on. That's also a great way to get to know your implementation partner. It is a relationship at the end of the day, and you need to start feeling comfortable that they can understand your business, and that they can explain the software to you in a way that works for you. So it's a step that not everyone always asks for, but it is a very valuable step, both for the you and also for the software provider. It is a way to get to know you better and shape the offering that they're putting to you for license and implementation. They can get the size and shape of that more refined. So that actually works for both parties. I talked about software and implementation. It is not too tricky to get a pricing quote from a software provider on the licenses. It typically is based around users. That's the variable, as you might expect. Don't forget, you've also got an implementation cost. Again, you need to talk in depth to an implementation partner about the shape of your particular requirements. But as a rule of thumb, it's going to cost you about the same again for the implementation as it does for the licenses, possibly a little more depending on your complexity. So don't forget to factor that in as well. If you do all of those things and engage properly with that process, you'll end up with the software that's right for you.